everyone, and welcome to Stan the Wine Man TV. I am your host, Stan Rattan, and this is a Blue Collar Wine Show where I help you spend your wine dollars wisely. Well, we're going to attack the budget wines after Thanksgiving again. We kind of had a fail last time. The white was okay, but on the sweeter side, didn't have the grapes on the back label, and the red we don't need to go there. That wasn't a great episode as far as finding budget wines that are worth the money. Because even when you spend $8, $7, $9, $10, $13, you want it to be good or at least drinkable, right? I do. Okay, so we have two Cabernet Sauvignon, one from Mexico, kind of cool, and one from Washington. And they're both under 15 bucks. So we're going to check them out. See if these might be budget wines we can go to. Between Thanksgiving and Christmas, you want to save a little bit of money, right? Spent some money on Thanksgiving, on the wines, on the food. Now we're going into Christmas. You got friends you're going to buy stuff for, and you got prime rib and all that cool stuff, and great wines on Christmas as well. Pretty cool. So what about budget wines? So this is from a dude that I really like, Patrick. Shout out to Patrick from Bezo Imports. He's gone down to Mexico and really has searched out some great wines from Mexico, Baja. So this is the El Cheto Cabernet Sauvignon 2018, Val de Guadalupe, Baja, California, Mexico, red wine, 13.5 alcohol. This rolls in at $12. So how many of you guys have tried wines from Mexico? Now, actually, a few years back, they started to gain some prominence. There's actually some guys, some big-time consultants that go down to Mexico, including Michelle Roland, believe it or not. $12 from Mexico. El Cheto. I hope I said that right, Patrick. El Cheto. Let's see what we get on the nose. So, a little bit of a sweet, kind of candied currants. Red flowers. Even I'm getting just a touch of purple flowers as well, which is interesting. But I like the candied, kind of, those hard candies. I always say that. But we get closer to Christmas, I always remember those little tins my grandmother used to send to us with the raspberry and the strawberry and the cherry hard candies. Love those things. My teeth, probably not so much, but I loved them, and I ate a lot of them when I was a kid. But it has that kind of candied currant and cherry notes. Let's see what we get on the palate. Okay, now we're talking. Got a really cool spiciness to it, which I like a lot. Currants, the tannins are not super soft. They have a little bit of grit to them, which you expect from a cab. Has some attitude on the tannins, but still very approachable. Big time food cab. Good balance. There's acidity there. Tobacco, currants, kind of gritty tannins, but okay, approachable. I love the spice action on the mid palate into the finish. You can taste a touch of oak, which is pretty cool for a $12 cab. That wood comes through as well. So you have a combination of, wood tannins, grape tannins, all kind of combined together. The purple and red flowers really kind of express themselves on the finish, and it lingers. It's kind of cool. I like this cab. Now, it hasn't been open that long. Like I say, I always open these fairly close to the time of the shoot because that's the way most people consume their wines. But I'm kind of on this tangent now about decanting. This wine could use a little bit of time decanted. and I'm certainly will come out. You can tell there's a little restraint in there. I think I've actually tried this before, and it was a little more open than this, because I'm sure when Patrick showed me this wine, he had it open a little bit longer. I can't remember, but I really like this wine. I think it's a solid cab for $12. Even getting a slight cigar box thing going on, which is really cool. Now, we're talking $12 here, guys. And I've tasted a lot of 12 and under cabs. Well, that cab I tasted in the last episode. We'll not even talk about it. But this has good balance of acid, tannins, and fruit. This is what you expect out of a cab. Yeah, we're not talking, Napa Valley cab here, but it's certainly a solid cab for $12. And I like that kind of cool little flower thing on the finish, which is really nice. Like it. Well built cab. I'm going to go straight up B. Above average Cabernet Sauvignon for $12. Let's move on. This is the 2015 Basil Cellars Cabernet Sauvignon Columbia Valley. This rolls in at $13. Now, I had to actually contact the sales rep to make sure that this was really $13. Now, Basil Cellars, very respected winery in Walla Walla. You can go visit it there. They have a really cool tasting room. And Trey Bush from Sleight of Hand Cellars worked there for a little bit. Let's see here. I didn't look at the color on the El Cheto, but this is the Basil Cellars. I missed the color on that. I think I was so excited to try a wine that was, better for under 15. Let's see what we get on the nose. Tobacco currants, touch of cinnamon, definitely some purple flowers. I'm also getting a little bit of oak coming through. Yeah, let's see what we get on the palate. Now, Basil Cellars for $13. I'm really curious. I'm excited to try this. This has spice too on the backside. Now, very interesting wine. Now this is very smooth, a lot smoother than the El Cheto, but not as interesting, for lack of a better term. And there's a weird sort of, here I go guys, clam, getting clams. I hate clams on my red wine. I hate it. I hate it. Now, I might be the only guy that I've ever met that smells clams on red. So don't, you can ignore me if you want. But that's what I'm getting. Smooth tannins, a little bit of currant, tobacco. The flowers don't go through as much on the this wine. Tobacco really, really hits hard on the finish. But this is a very simple wine. Not hugely complex. Kind of, milk toast cab. Just there. Now, once again, I just opened this. This probably could use a little decanting. Just saying. But, that being said, I've opened many, many wines on this episode, 15 minutes before shoot, and they were fine. So, this might need some decanting. If you buy it, decant it. but I'm somewhat disappointed. I expected a lot more out of this wine than I'm getting. LA Chetto I'd buy any day at 12 bucks. This one I think, almost a pass. Almost a pass. Sorry guys, it's really nothing there. I'm gonna go C minus. It's below average. Nothing wrong with it as far as there's no like huge flaws in it. I doubt if any of you guys are gonna get clam on it. I get a little bit, not a lot, so that's okay. A lot of tobacco on the finish, but overall I think you would be much happier with this at 12 bucks than you would be at 13. Just saying. There you go. Sometimes I get angry when they just don't come through. I like them to come through, I really do, but you know, guess what? That's what I'm here for, to help you save some money. Spend 12, not 13. Thanks for taking a little time out of your day. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You keep watching, and I'll keep helping you spend your wine dollars wisely.